Your speaker. That's very important. Okay? So now we are supposed to mute your speaker, please. Can you mute your speaker? Mute your speaker. Steve Ling, mute your speaker. Steve, mute your speaker. Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm Puan Jeyanthi Annamalai. I'm your science teacher for today. Okay, I'm from SMK Seri Bintang Utara. Okay, so today we are going to learn about transportation. Okay, so some of you I see here, you joined my class yesterday. So I hope yesterday was a very good class. The students were very disciplined. So I hope the same thing today. Okay, so I would like to you all cooperate, and then so that we can do this lesson efficiently, and so that everybody can learn. Okay, so now I plan to wait for another 5 more minutes. The reason is that yesterday I was told that many students cannot come in. Okay, now this Google Meet maximum is 250 students. Okay, 250 students can join in, and then first come first serve, of course. So you should I see now students are joining in. Okay, so you should be sharp on time. Okay, my future in future or any other subject, make sure you you on time. Okay, because once the teacher start teaching, then it will be very difficult to go back and admit you in, especially if you are using different platform to enter the Google Meet. I'm using MOE digital learning platform. So those students who are using their MOE account, okay, the Ministry of Education account, then it's no issue. They can come in anytime, okay? So, but then those who are using Gmail, okay, they will have difficulties. They need my admission to bring them in. So if the lesson is on, I'm not going to stop, okay? I'm not going to stop halfway to go back and start, okay, see this students is late, just coming in, okay? So therefore, I decided for today, I'll wait another five minutes, okay? So that there's, see now 126 students, okay? Very soon I'll stop. Okay, so I would like to ask you, before we start, I would like to ask you a few questions, okay? Anybody out of KL here? You can on your speaker and talk. Anybody? You can check. You can check. Anybody out of KL? Or from Penang is Pritika. Okay, Pritika. Okay. Anyone else from outside KL? Amirul is from KL. Joseph is from Sarawak. Shalini Penang. Selangor is okay. All right. Okay. Good. Daksha is from Penang. Dewa is from Penang. Asya is from Sarawak. Taka is from Sarawak. Joanne from Sarawak. Okay. Wow, that's great. Okay. See, students are coming in. So therefore, I got to wait for a short while. Okay, switch off your speaker, please. Who's there? Luis, off your speaker. Chuping, off your speaker, please. Chuping, off your speaker. Okay, so Form 4, I heard that one student is from Form 4, so it's okay. You want to learn and revise again, it's fine. Okay. See, students are coming in, so I have to wait. I got to wait. Please be patient. You can flip through your books, all right? I can read about transportation, human circulatory system. Good morning, Nazmi. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning, teacher.
Yeah, okay. You're from where, Adrian?
SMK Kepong Maru.
Oh, okay, good, good. Okay, I think I'm not going to wait any longer. I will start. Okay. Adrian, can you hear me, Adrian?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please on your speaker throughout the lesson because you will be the monitor. Okay, because I'll be checking with you every now and then whether you can see, because once I put the slide, I can't see. Okay, whether you can see or not. Okay, so therefore, you will be the monitor for this for today. Okay, Adrian, is it all right? Adrian,
Yes, teacher.
is it all right?
Okay.
So it's just that I will be questioning you about whether you can see the screen or not. That's all. Okay? Is it okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
So that means you got to on your mic throughout the lesson. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Adrian, can you see the slide?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Somebody trying to enter, you see? So this is really a disturbance. Ismail. See, you are supposed to be on time. Okay. Okay. So today's lesson is about circulatory system in human. Okay. So of course, this is Form 3 topics, and Form 2 also can learn if you're free to today. Let's start. Okay. The human circulatory system is also called as cardiovascular system. Okay. So this circulatory system comprises of the heart and blood vessel because, as you know, a system in human body is of course combination of a number of organs. Okay. So one of the main organ in this system is of course heart, and of course the three blood vessels. So I will be giving you a presentation on how the heart works, the mechanism of the heart, and as well as another presentation especially on blood vessels and the differences. Okay. Obviously, the main function of a blood circulatory system that we have in our body is to deliver oxygen and nutrients, okay, throughout our body, and also to remove carbon dioxide and other metabolic waste out of our body. Okay. Now, first is cardiovascular system and the main organ, which is the heart. So today we are going to go in depth, okay, about heart, and along the lesson you can ask me question related to heart. Okay. I see somebody's trying to enter again. It's a disturbance again. Christopher, just join in. What do you mean by laggy? Yes, Tarina, what is laggy? Why can't you see well? The internet? Okay. So, okay. The human blood circulatory system involves the circulation of blood, which is pumped from an organ known as the heart to all parts of the body and specialized blood vessels. You see? Somebody else trying to enter. Okay, namely arteries, capillaries, and veins. Okay, so the human heart has 4 chambers, and that is 2 atrium and ventricle. Adrian? Adrian?
Yes, teacher.
Can you see the slide clearly?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Okay. So why heart is important? Okay, why heart is important in the whole system? Okay, it is important because it pumps that forces the pump that the heart, when the heart is pumping, it forces the blood around our body, okay, to transit and stop off at stations such as liver, kidneys, okay, then stomach, pancreas, and so many other organs and tissues. Okay, so to provide them with blood and nutrients for survival. Okay, so therefore the heart plays very important role in the blood circulatory system. Now, oh my goodness, see? All right. Okay. Now you see, okay, how the system works. That means the mechanism. Okay, I'm very, very sure that some of you learn about this, okay, and take it as a revision, those who have learned, but this is a very simple way of explaining to you the 4 steps, the very important 4 steps, how it works, all right? First of all, the most important thing about heart that you must know is that for mammals means for all the mammals, including human being, we are representing the mammals actually. Okay, and compared to other animal, their circulatory system is a little bit different than ours. For example, fish. Okay, their circulatory system is different. Like for mammals, most of the mammals, this is how it is. So our heart is made of 4 chambers. Okay, so if you cut your heart into cross section, okay, then you can see clearly the chambers. So what are the 4 chambers in our heart? Okay, so right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle. Sorry, this should be left ventricle. Okay, let me change it. Okay, sorry, I just did it last night. Okay, 4 chambers. So these are the chambers. Okay, so now what are the 4 steps? Okay, that makes this heart works. Okay, first step. Okay. Before that, okay, look at the other explanation. Okay, 4 main blood vessels. So the 4 main blood vessels are Vena Cava. Okay, of course, Vena Cava here I draw only 1 and 3, but actually we have superior, inferior Vena Cava. But here is a very simple diagram of a heart. And of course, when you later on, I will show you the real diagram. Okay. So Vena Cava is one of the blood vessel. A pulmonary artery is another. Pulmonary vein is one more, and the 4th one is aorta. And all these 4 plays very, very important role in making the heart work. But of course, as you know, 4 main one, but actually there's many more. In fact, inside our heart also, all these arteries and veins and the blood vessels break into smaller, tiny blood capillaries and blood vessels. So at the moment, this 4 is very important for me to teach you next 4 steps. Okay, step number 1. Okay, you see, the right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the body. Okay, from where this deoxygenated blood come from, and what is deoxygenated? Deoxygenated means the blood lack of oxygen. You cannot say that there's no oxygen at all, but it's just that it's lack of oxygen. When blood is lack of oxygen, the color will not be very bright red, okay, so it will be a little bit darker red, maroonish red. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, Susie just add. Okay. Susie, next time please come on time. Okay. Okay. So now, first step is deoxygenated blood. So who brings the deoxygenated blood to your right atrium? Okay. Which is also, we call it like atria. Okay. Vena cava. So we have 2 vena cava. Okay. So this vena cava will bring the blood from all over your body, from all over your tissue, your organs. They bring the blood, which is deoxygenated, right down to right atrium. Then when the right atrium is full with blood, okay, they will contract. Okay, they will contract. This blood will rush into right ventricle. So this is the second step. So it's actually pumped into the right ventricle through tricuspid valve. This structure here that I draw here is actually a valve. Okay, what is the meaning of valve? Valve only allows blood flow one way. Okay, one way. That means that when the blood is coming down, right, it just comes down. It cannot go back. Okay, so when the right ventricle is full with blood, of course, definitely it will contract. Okay, it will contract and try to push the blood out. So, but then what happened, this tricuspid valve will close up, will not allow the backflow of the blood. Okay, the backflow of the blood will not happen here, because why? The valve will close. Okay, you can only open downwards. Okay, cannot. So therefore, there's one structure here. Okay, one big, huge opening here. And through this opening is connected to pulmonary artery. So this pulmonary artery, the word pulmonary means, a student, Faris. Okay, Faris. Next time you join the class on time. Okay, is a distraction, you know, you're disturbing the class because the class already started. Next time when I say 10 o'clock, you'll try to join in earlier by 5 minutes. Then patiently wait, right? So you shouldn't disturb the lesson when the lesson is ongoing. Okay, I hope you you do that in future. Thank you. Okay, so and then the right ventricle will contract, the blood will rush into pulmonary. The word pulmonary definitely related to lungs, okay? So the lungs is very near to the heart, so therefore it goes to the lungs. Why must this deoxygenated blood, okay, must go to the lungs? For a very simple reason. Since they are deoxygenated, okay, so that means a lack of oxygen. So they go to the lungs to collect the oxygen. Okay, so oxygen, in fact the gas exchange will occur here, because on the left side, okay, on the right side of your heart, not only their lack of oxygen, okay, but also they are rich and concentrated with carbon dioxide. Okay, which is not good for us. Too much of carbon dioxide in our body is not good. Okay, it's a toxic actually. So therefore, when you reach the lungs, the gas exchange will occur. You have learned about this in the previous topic, that is respiratory system, how the gas exchange occurs in the lungs. So in this case, when this deoxygenated blood reach the lungs, okay, so it will absorb the oxygen and release the carbon dioxide, whereby this carbon dioxide you will breathe out through your respiratory system. Okay, but this blood, the deoxygenated blood, will become oxygenated. Oxygenated means the blood is really rich and full of oxygen gas. Okay, so this oxygenated blood will be brought down by the pulmonary vein into the left atrium. It receives oxygenated blood from the lungs actually, and who brings this blood down? Pulmonary vein. Okay, so then okay, so then when your left atrium full with rich blood, okay, what happened? Okay, it will contract. The blood will rush down into left ventricle. So the pumping, this is what we call pumping of the heart. So it pumps the blood down and then to the left ventricle through mitral valve. Okay, now of course bicuspid valve also usually is called as mitral valve. Why I put two names so that you are aware. You are aware of this terminology. Okay, so therefore it's also called as mitral valve. Now when your left ventricle is full of blood, it will contract blood, and as usual. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. See, they're joining in half an hour late, you know. Okay, okay, so then okay, it will when it's full, it will go into this opening. Of course, this opening is actually aorta. Aorta is actually the biggest and the largest blood vessel that we have in our body, and he has so many places that he send the blood. Okay, so many, you know, your upper abdominal area, your bottom abdominal area, so your leg, your hand, your head, all these places of blood will be sent by aorta. So they break into smaller vessels and they send. Okay, so basically this is okay, the 4 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But then again, you all must realize that it doesn't work like 1, 2, 3, 4, like I have mentioned to you. Okay, it doesn't work like that. It's actually these two atriums, they will get filled up at the same time. Same time will get filled up. So therefore, both will contract at the same time. On your right side, the blood will rush down to the right ventricle, and the left atrium, the blood will rush down to the left ventricle at the same time. Okay, so when the top part contracts, the bottom will relaxes. The ventricle relaxes, and ventricle contracts, the atrium will relaxes. So this happens, okay, every minute, every second in your life, and it happens automatically. It's controlled by your brain. Okay. So for any question, anyone, if you want to ask question, you must. When I ask you this, you must open up on your speaker and ask. Anyone? Shall I move on? Okay. Now, this is the actual, okay, heart chambers, the 4 chambers, right? So this is actually how it looks like. Somebody's trying to come in again. So late. Nadia. Nadia, next time you come on time, Nadia. It's a disturbance when you come halfway, please. Okay, if the class is 10 o'clock, please attend the class sharp at 10. Or you can join in a bit earlier, like most of the children. Okay, so please be on time. It's a disturbance halfway through. Okay, moving on. Now, you see, all right, atria also you must be alert, this terminology, atrium, okay? So I use the word atrium because it's in our textbook, is atrium, so that you can relate, okay? When you refer to the articles or information from the internet, you are alert that atria is also atrium, okay? So now if you look, you see, when I gave you a square, a heart in the shape of a square in my diagram, okay, obviously the sizes is the same, right? When I draw that, but actually in the real situation, they don't look like that. So look at the small area. Obviously the atrium is smaller in size compared to ventricle. Okay, smaller in size. And look at this blood vessel, the blue color on top. This is what we call as vena cava. But this is the superior vena cava. This is okay, inferior vena cava. So you can see the 2 holes here. Okay, whereby this area, the atria, okay, this is the right side, okay, will get filled up by blood which is coming from the bottom and from the top. So why we have these 2? This one is connected maybe to the brain, to the head and shoulder. This is the upper part of our body, upper part of our body. This is the bottom part of our body. So you get filled up at the same time. Okay, and then after that, once it comes here, of course, look at the white color. This is actually the tricuspid valve. Okay, of course, they open it up. So it's like when the blood comes down, it opens up. When the bloods go back, it gets stuck underneath here, and this one close up. So therefore, the blood, when this part, this is called ventricle, okay, ventricle. So when this part contracts, this close up, and this is the opening. And when you see the opening, this is pulmonary opening of pulmonary artery. You can see a structure here. This is actually another. Okay, this is another valve. Okay, we call it semi-lunar valve. See, you look like a semi-lunar like that. Okay, lunar like that. Okay, it's a C shape. So now you can see this pulmonary artery, right? Right, let me check again. See, pulmonary artery, because this is right ventricle, so it goes up and go to the lungs to collect the oxygen. So now I only draw one here to make you understand, but actually it is actually breaking into two. Can you see that? Two. So that means that this pulmonary artery, one is actually going to the right side of your lung, and then left side of your lung. Remember, you got two lungs, correct or not? Two sides, isn't it? And lungs is the second largest organ in your body. No, sorry, lungs is actually quite large, very near to the heart. So it has two, left side and right side. So therefore, it breaks into two. Okay, so that the transfer of this deoxygenated blood is efficient. Okay, efficient. Okay, then after that, they collect the oxygen, they come back. Here also got, you see, got 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here. So actually they are coming back from the lungs and fill up your atrium. Okay, then it goes down, right, bicuspid valve and ventricle. So the red color with so many small vessels, this is actually aorta. So now when you read the comparison between atria and ventricle, okay, this atria receiving chambers for blood. You receive the blood from one is from this side, is from every part of your body. Okay. All right. But on the right side is from the lungs. Okay, and smaller and less muscular than ventricle. Yeah, it is smaller. We agree, right? It is smaller. And look at the muscle at the side. Look at the side and compare these two. So obviously it is smaller and less muscular. In fact, the whole heart is a muscular tissue. Okay, it's it's muscle. Okay, then ventricle. Okay, look at ventricle, larger and stronger compared to atria, and pumps blood out of the heart. Obviously, when you're pumping blood, of course, it should be more muscle, right? Okay, and atrium is common sense. Why atrium is smaller and less muscle? They just pump the blood, okay, just go down a bit, okay, to ventricle. So they need not have so much of muscle. But then at the bottom part, they must be full muscle because they're pumping blood out of the heart. Okay, so and even then you see the differences in the thickness of the wall. Okay, this side, okay, on your right side is a bit thinner, on the left side is thicker. Okay, now I will give you another picture of heart, okay, whereby you can see we can see with the labeling. Okay, I'll make it larger. This is exactly from your textbook, from your textbook. Somebody want to come in? Adrian, can you see?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. See, I can see clearly. Okay, so now you see, this is with arrow. Okay, how the blood is flowing down. I want you to see that. Okay, which is not in the first picture, and this one got labeling. Superior vena cava. Okay, inferior vena cava. The semilunar valve I've mentioned. Okay, all this in your textbook. So that means if it's in the textbook, you must know. Okay, and the right atrium, so small, the area of right atrium compared to the ventricle. The pinkish reddish color is actually the cavity. Okay, so then after that it compresses and it goes up here, and then after that it goes to the lungs. Okay, then they come back through pulmonary vein. You see pulmonary vein, come back to the left atrium. Who is trying to enter? Yeah. Just one moment, please. Somebody trying to enter. Okay. Okay. So this is another picture just to give you a clearer idea about the structure of the heart and how it works. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on. Now, I want to show you something very important, okay, very interesting. Look at this. What do you think this is? Okay, what do you think this is? This is the actual, picture, okay, of your tricuspid valve. Okay, so this is how the valve look like in your heart. Okay, so it is not as simple as you saw in the pictures. Okay, the real thing, and it's very, very tough. If at all you dissect the heart, then you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, but this thing is so very important, very, very important, because we don't want the heart to backflow. What's wrong with heart when the heart backflow? What is wrong with that? What happened if the blood backflow? That means, okay, that means, okay, wait, I go back. Okay, that means, all right, the blood that coming from atrium to the ventricle go back to atrium, or the blood which is going to the pulmonary artery come down. When this one contract, it goes up. When you relax, it comes down. Okay, what happened? Very simple. Okay, it will, the main reason this heart is working in this manner is that, okay, when the deoxygenated blood come down into the heart, then it will pump the blood. It goes to the lungs to collect oxygen and come down back to the heart, and the heart pump and send it back to the whole body. Okay, this is the idea. But then if you on the right side of your heart, if the blood is not going well, okay, and it is not moving up to the lungs properly, it is the transfer of oxygen into your bloodstream, it is not efficient, right or not? In fact, each cell in your body right now, each cell in your body needs oxygen. Okay, oxygen. Switch off the, who's that? Mute the speaker, please. Okay, so therefore, it cannot happen. And another thing that I want to tell you is that look at the center part of the muscle, center part. You see how thick it is? Okay, how thick? It's extremely thick, right? Compared to the left side. And why is it thick? Okay, and in fact, this part also very, very thick, because we don't want the blood from the left side, deoxygenated blood, okay, go to the right, left side to right side, through this particular part of the heart. Have you heard about hole in the heart? Hole in the heart? People, when they have hole in the heart, in the middle here, usually it's in the middle. Rashmi. You see, dear students, okay, dear students, I will not admit you in if you're disturbing the lesson like this in future. Now, today I'm admitting you in because sometimes your internet connection is not good, sometimes suddenly you cut off, you come in. So that is what worries me. That's why I'm stopping my lesson and admitting you in. I hope in future, this thing will not happen, okay? Okay. Okay, I don't want to do so much on this because we have blood vessel to talk about as well. But what is important, you must know, okay, blood cannot mix. The left side and right side blood shouldn't mix, because we want on the right side the blood to be deoxygenated, fully deoxygenated. We don't want the oxygenated to go to the right side. If that happens, when the blood it goes to the lungs, it's not going to collect oxygen. Correct or not? It's not going to collect oxygen. So therefore, it shouldn't mix. We want efficient. We want our heart to be to work efficiently. There should not be mixture of this left side, right side blood. Okay, moving on. Okay. Okay. I wanted to show you. Remember, this is the actual how the tricuspid valve look like. But look at the drawn picture. Okay, so this is bicuspid. Okay, mitral. Remember mitral valve, bicuspid. There's two. You might be asking me, teacher, why on the right side got 3 and then left side 2? Simple answer. Okay, very, very simple answer. On the right side, the blood is deoxygenated. So the blood is less pressure, moving slower. It's not very slow, you know. But when you compare with on your left side of your heart, it is a bit slower. So the chances of backflow is very high. But when you come to on your left side is oxygenated blood, is rushing, it is high pressure. There's no chance for it to go back. It's very difficult for the blood to, you keep on pushing the blood. So two bicuspid valve is enough. Bi means 2, tri means 3. You all know that, right? But look at the semilunar valve, okay, which can be found in aorta, okay, aorta, and also the pulmonary artery. So we call here they give the name pulmonary valve and aortic because it's in aorta, and this one is in pulmonary artery. But we call it in your textbook, they call it semilunar valve. Why semilunar? If you really dissect the heart, you can really look at it. It looks like semilunar. Okay, is the shape and the size, not like your contact lens. You know, contact lens. It's like semilunar, right? Something like that. So therefore, they call it semilunar. Wow, it looks like one. Anyway, so okay, semilunar valve function. This information I've taken from a textbook. Okay, so you must understand semilunar valve. At the pulmonary artery and aorta, ensure that the blood flows only in one direction and not back into the ventricle. Okay, very important. And bicuspid, tricuspid valve function to allow the blood only to flow one direction from left atrium to right, left atrium to left ventricle, right atrium to right ventricle. Okay, right. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so I have done, okay, the first part. Okay, the first part of the question I have done. So now the first part of the topic I've done. So now I want to do a quick test to check whether you are, okay, you following my lesson or not. Okay, so this one, I think just now you saw the answer already, but it's okay. I'm going to select some students and ask. Okay, don't be scared if you're wrong. It's okay. Okay, nobody is going to question you. Okay, you students are just learning, and you are making, if you make mistakes, we correct them. That's it. Okay, we are learning in the learning process. Okay, so I'm going to call name. Okay, you on your speaker, and you can give, or you can chat through the chat. If you're shy, you don't want to share your voice, your sweet voice with me, then you can use the chat button, and then you can give your answer. I hope I can see it now, because now my screen is presenting PowerPoint presenting slides. This question is for Jack. Anybody by the name Jack here? On your speaker, Jack? Jack, answer me.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, my question to you, Jack. Ready? Are you ready, Jack?
Yeah.
How many atria in the human heart?
2.
Okay, very good. Okay, simple question and very good. That means you're following my lesson. Thank you, Jack. Okay, switch off your mic. Next person. Dharmendra. Dharmendra, are you in or you left? Dharmendra, on your speaker. Dharmendra, your speaker is not working, is it? Okay. Is it working? No. Dharmendra? Okay, never mind. This question, is it working? Dharmendra? It's okay then. It's okay. Right? It's okay. I want to call upon 131. because his name is 131, 131. 131, are you in? One three one, are you in? Are you a student or somebody? Are you 131? Okay, never mind. This question I'm going to give to everybody. Okay, name the heart chamber with the thickest muscular wall. Anybody can on?
Left
Because the
ventricle.
left ventricle.
Left ventricle.
Left ventricle. Left ventricle.
Okay,
Left ventricle.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Very good, excellent answer. Okay, so that means students today are very alert. I'm happy. Next question. Next, yes, you can off your speaker, please. Off your speaker. Amirul, on your speaker, Amirul. Amirul. Very easy question, Amirul. Amirul, can you hear me? Amirul? Amirul Aiman. Okay, your speaker is not functioning, is it? Okay, Kina. Kina, are you ready, Kina? Kina?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, this is your question, Kina. What is the name of the blood vessel that carries blood from the heart to the lungs? From the heart to the lungs. Think.
Pulmonary artery.
Excellent answer. Very good, Kina. Good, good, good. Okay.
Thanks, teacher.
Yeah. Okay. Off the speaker. Madeline. Are you ready, Madeline? Madeline. Switch off. Kina, switch off the speaker. Madeline, are you here with us? Madeline. Madeline. Can't hear you, so I'll choose another person. Sidesh. Sidesh, are you here? Sidesh. Sidesh, on your speaker, please. Sidesh. Okay, then I think he is shy. So I open this question to everybody. Okay, question number 4. What is the name of the blood vessel that transport blood from the left ventricle to the rest of the body?
Mitral wave.
Aorta.
Again?
Aorta.
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 Very good, very good. Okay.
Aorta.
Yes, yes, true. Okay, excellent answer. Okay, last question. Carson. Carson, are you here? Carson, are you here? Carson. Okay, I open this to everybody. Which part prevents the backward flow of the blood in our heart? Which part?
The valves. The valve.
Yeah. Wow, so easy. So easy question, right? Okay, so it's correct. Okay. Aisha, you just join in, okay? 50 minutes after the lesson start, Aisha. Okay. So now, let's see. I'm going to stop this, okay? Okay. Okay. Just one moment, please. Okay, who didn't mute your microphone? Nehemia, mute your microphone. Oh, you can't hear my voice. Okay, I see. Nehemia, you must on the volume. You check your volume in your personal computer. Everybody else can hear me. Nora, mute your speaker, please, Nora. Nora. Yeah, thank you, Nora. But Nehemia can't hear me. So is something wrong with your computer? Because the rest of them can hear me clearly. Maybe it's your internet.
Your internet connection.
No, my internet connection is all right. Full bar. Okay, you check your computer whether the sound. Okay, Adrian, can you hear me clearly? Hey, Adrian, who's
Yes,
my Adrian?
Yes, teacher.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, teacher.
You see, Naima, he can hear clearly. So there is nothing wrong with my computer, right? Yeah. Right. Somebody asked me what topic is this and what chapter is chapter 3, right? Form 3. Yeah. Nahimia's connection is not right. Okay. Anyway, okay.
Ya, form 3 po science to ya. Ngede, no teacher, I mean.
I hope I mute your speaker, Nahimia, okay, because it's noisy. Okay. All right. Okay. So done. Okay. Of course, the question that I ask is actually very simple questions, right? Based on your understanding on what I taught you today. Of course, you must do a lot of worksheet and able to answer more. You can ask me question right now. Right now, I'm actually opening up to you. You can ask any question related to heart. Okay, because blood vessel, I'm moving on blood vessel and blood. I'm moving on later. But you asked me about heart. Any question you want to ask me, you can ask me now. Yes. Yes, student, you can ask me now. I'm waiting. Because if you learn, because this is a heavy topic, because you're learning about heart, then after the blood vessel, about blood. Blood is a huge story to tell. Okay, the antigen, the hemoglobin, and how the blood transfusion occurs, and the type of blood, and all these things. Okay, that's another story. Okay, now just about heart and the mechanism of heart, how the heart works. All right. Must you memorize this? Must you remember a certain part of the topic, and you need to understand to be able. No need to memorize also. Once you understand, automatically you will be able to remember, right? Recall back. Okay, but very important for you to understand. Okay, so any question to ask me on your speaker and ask. Don't be shy. Septum, Lashmi is asking about septum. Septum is the middle part of the that divides the left side and right side. Septum is actually muscle, okay, very thick muscle, okay, and that septum, okay, people sometimes got hole in the heart at that particular area. So when they have that hole in the heart, it need to undergo operation and block it so that left side and right side blood doesn't mix up. That is septum, the middle that divides the left side and right side, the middle part of teacher, how heart attack happens? Okay, many reasons, Okay, this one, who asked me just now? Who asked me? Let me see. How this is Seeing. Okay, he asked how a heart attack happens. You see, There's quite a number of reasons. Okay, one of the reason is that okay, our lifestyle, and our eating habits. Okay, eating habits. Okay, if you eat too much of oily food, and okay, at your age, you are allowed to take a little bit extra than older people. But then if you exercise and burn it off, then fine, no issue. Okay, but if you take too much of it, oily food such as this burger, French fries, these are processed food anyway. It's not good for your heart. So what happens? Sometimes some people got a lot of cholesterol in the body, a lot of fat. Fat, usually too much of fat in your body, it will gather around your organs. All your organs now will be fully. Imagine your heart is covered. At the moment, it's already got fat. It's a kind of a protection. But too many layers of fat, it doesn't work well. And sometimes this fat will go into your blood vessels. Blood vessels such as aorta. Okay, imagine your aorta blocked by fat. You know what is fat? Have you seen fat, Anna? When you eat chicken, KFC chicken, you peel the skin, yellowish substance underneath, and slimy like that. Okay. Now, if it is a little bit hardened, okay, it's hardened. Initially, it will start forming bit layer by layer by layer until it blocks completely. So when your ventricle is pumping, the blood is supposed to go to straight rush into your aorta to every part of your body, but then the blockage, the blood got stuck, when the blood got stuck inside your aorta will expand, then you start feeling pain, because the blood is not going as it should. So your pain will start in the chest and spread throughout your body, and this pain is unbearable. Okay, so then the heart will do what? What the heart will do? Start pumping again, doesn't work. Pumping again, doesn't work. Slowly it stops. And then the person die. Okay, so when the person heart attack and still the heart can work, that's why people quickly will rush to the hospital and doctor will do something, and then they will do surgery. Sometimes they put stem inside to expand but some people, the blockage is so long, they put the bypass surgery, extra tube they put. The tube represent another new blood vessel. The old blood vessel, which is full of fat, they will not remove. Doctor will not remove. Let it be, but it's not functioning. So they will go and put another tube. They call this bypass surgery. They undergo bypass surgery. Okay, so have I answered your question? Seeing? Udesh asking, teacher, must you remember all parts of the heart? Of course, it's so little to remember. The 4 chambers, I'm sure you know how to remember. The 4 main arteries, okay, you should know. And then the 3 valves. So it's no big deal. You should be able to remember. That's why I say understanding is very important, Udesh. You must understand, You see, what I tell my students, after I teach this lesson, one by one, I ask them to tell me the mechanism. So if they follow my lesson very well, they listen to me, they can say, okay, I say you start with Vena Cava. Okay, they say, okay, the deoxygenated blood from Vena Cava will go into the right atrium, and then when the right atrium is full, and then it will contract, and then the blood will rush into right ventricle through tricuspid valve, and then right ventricle will contract. The blood will go up to the lungs through pulmonary artery. In lungs, the exchange of gases occurs. The deoxygenated blood will change into oxygenated, then it goes down. So they tell me like a storytelling, So this storytelling method, it will last them until Form 5. They'll never forget. You see, till today, I ask my student, now they can get up and answer me like this. So it's like, it's not memorizing, it's understanding. You understand, no issue, Idesh. Maybe Shalini says maybe cause got fat stuck in the veins to prevent this. They open the heart surgery. True, also by okay, yeah, vein and artery both. Okay, Hayden, put a balloon inside your heart. Okay, Hayden says put a balloon. Why you want to put a balloon in the heart, Hayden? You want the fellow to fly? Yeah, there are people who are donating their heart and all that, but donors very difficult to find. Okay, very difficult to find for the heart. Okay, Keman. Okay. All right. Krisha is asking, teacher, what will happen if both of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mixed up? That's why, as I say, when it mixed up, your blood, your transfer of oxygen will not be efficient. Imagine, instead of deoxygenated blood going up to the lungs, oxygenated goes. When oxygenated blood goes to the lungs, okay, it will not collect oxygen. What? And then on your right, on your left side, the blood that flows through your body, the aorta, are supposed to bring oxygenated blood. Okay, so that it distributes stop in all the organs and distribute oxygen. So oxygen is very important. Okay, to oxidize food and all that. Now, if you go and send a deoxygenated blood, okay, our organs are not getting oxygen. What? Isn't it? So it's not, that means that in another word, the transfer of oxygen to every cell in your body, every organ in your body will not happen efficiently. You see or not? So the child will be very thin and not no appetite to eat. So they cannot exercise, and they still go for exercise and all that. This one I'm talking symptom about hole in the heart. They start fainting. Every time they faint, they cannot do heavy exercise, they cannot carry heavy things. So these are the things, that's why we must take care of our heart. We cannot let these two, left side and right side, mix. Risha. Okay.
Teacher.
Okay, teacher, the Dave Tage is asking, teacher, what will happen to the heart during heart attack? It stops, It stops. That's why you must do CPR then, right? You make it work again, pump again. So it stops because it's like when it's pumping, the blood's supposed to flow. The blood is not flowing.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Shalini is saying that they like to take the nerves from the leg, cause you can take from the leg and paste it on the vein and creating a new way for the blood to flow through. Very clever girl. Okay, they will. I have to go and read also about that. But I know, many females they're at home, right? They're not working. Okay, there are many. Okay, nowadays women are working, but then they're at home. They cook. They maybe not much of exercise, not much of movement. Okay, because if you're not much of movement and all that, if you put on weight, okay, usually women after marriage and all, they put on weight. If a person putting on weight, that means we know that all the organs inside their body is covered with fat. Okay, so that maybe they could be one of the reason. Okay, one of the reason. If you don't, that's why I say heart attack is caused by lifestyle and the food you eat, eating habits. What type of food you're eating? Okay, Malaysians are well known. This is one of the killer disease is heart attack. Okay, and our lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle we have? So you need to know that. Okay. So we must find out now what is the cause why man is lesser than woman and all that. But as far as I know, they are not much difference between man and woman. Equally dangerous, both of them must take care. Okay, so moving on, okay, everybody, right? Moving on to next slide. Okay, this is a shorter slide. Okay, not very long, so you don't have to worry that I'm going to drag your lesson and all that. Okay, so Adrian, are you still with me or elsewhere?
I still here, teacher.
Adrian? Okay, good boy. Okay, so now I am going to present to you blood vessels. Okay, all right. Can you all see? Okay, Adrian, can you see? Adrian?
Yes, teacher.
Can you see the slide?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So I am moving on. You see, if I'm teaching you about blood circulatory system, I must teach about all the organs, right? So like digestive system, they have so many organs, but here, okay, very few. Okay, heart, and then the three main type of blood vessels, and why valve is important. I'm also going to mention. I mentioned earlier, but here also one more time. Okay, so that I'm only going to talk about the three main blood vessels. All right. Okay. Now look. Who am I? Who can answer?
Red blood cell.
Blood cell.
Oh, very good.
Red blood
Clever.
cell.
Okay. Yes. Right. This is red blood cell. So that means you have learned already. This is red blood cell. Okay. Right. So now, how do I look like? Who can answer me?
A biconcave disc.
Yes, very good. It's very unique shape, you know. You see, it's biconcave, right? Biconcave, you know, it's like curved at the front side and at the back. Okay, so it's a biconcave. Okay, my job is to what? Who can answer?
Supply oxygen.
Supply oxygen to whom?
To the whole part of the body.
Yeah, to the whole of the body.
Every cell and all that, and also to transfer the waste product like carbon dioxide back to the lungs so that you breathe out. Okay, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the adaptation? Okay, adaptation. Okay, by this red blood cell. Okay, so they don't have nucleus. Okay, and they have hemoglobin so that they can carry oxygen, right? So this is what they have, special structure they have. Now look at the next picture that I posted. Who am I?
White blood cell.
White blood cell.
True.
White blood cell.
White blood cell, true. Very true. White blood cell. Okay. Switch off, mute your this one. If it is making noise, then it's difficult to study. Okay, white blood cell. So white blood cell, okay, this is one type of white blood cell. We have 6 types. All right. So this is the common type that I'm going to show you because they look at you can see very clearly how it look like. Okay, so they have nucleus, which this one don't have. Red blood cell don't have nucleus, but this one they have nucleus. Okay, and they're larger in size actually compared to red blood cell. They are definitely larger, right? And then what is the job? What is my job? Who can answer?
Protect
from diseases.
And sickness.
To protect us from bacteria, microbes, right? Microbes that enter our body because they're going to eat up. They swallow the microbes and die for us. So actually, this thing is a soldier in our body because soldier will die for the country. Our white blood cell die for us, right? So therefore, it's very important. And on top of that, they also produce antibody. Okay, antibody is like a natural way of curing ourselves from dangerous diseases. Okay, so keep us strong, our immune system. So this is very important. Okay, the adaptation, they have nucleus and okay, they are in our blood. Okay, they are in our blood. Okay, our blood carries that. Okay, done. Okay, next question. Next slide is very interesting. Okay, who am I?
Don't know.
The girls will know. The girls will know.
Robert Pattinson.
Who?
It's from the vampire movie.
Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
My neighbor deserve.
Edward Cullen. Okay.
Oh, damn, Harry Potter.
Okay. So so I look like very handsome vampire, right? Okay. Okay, my job is, what is his job? To go and search for victim to drink the blood. What is the adaptation that I have? I got the canine teeth, very long one, correct? Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now, okay, whether vampire exists or not is another story, but Okay, why could blood be a sustainable diet for a vampire? I mean, what is the logic behind it?
It has nutrients.
Yes, it has nutrients, Okay, think about the nutrients transported in the blood and how your blood is specialized in keeping you healthy. You see, whether this man vampire exists or not, that is not the issue. The issue is that there are a lot of animal out there, okay, which is actually like vampire. They drink blood, okay? They drink blood and they are very healthy after drinking. That's the food, like this bat, okay? The only food they take is blood from smaller animals. Of course, there are different type of bats. There are bats, okay, which hunt for honey and fruits and all that. But some bat, they only look for blood, and then they drink the blood from smaller animal or other animal. They at night they search for the victim and all that. Okay, they hunt for their food, but they only drink blood. So this is moth, this is fish, this is mosquito, bird, and many more out there. Okay, they survive by drinking blood. Okay, this is just additional, just intro. Okay, intro for the topic. Okay, now blood vessels. Okay, blood is carried about your body in 3 main types. Who is that trying to enter? Okay, Mavisha just coming in after 1 hour. Okay, so blood carried about your body in 3 main types of blood vessels, which we will be learning today. That is artery, vein, and capillaries. Okay, right, I will put display. Okay, now look at this. Okay, it's very important. I want to teach you the differences between artery, vein, and capillaries. Okay, so you look at the picture. We look at the picture first. Okay, the picture, this is cross section. We have small lumen here. Lumen, this is where the blood will flow. Okay, it's like a cavity inside the artery. And here got thick layer of muscle, and it's a elastic fiber. And the wall outside also is quite thick, very thick. You see? So this one is just showing you how the expansion occurs lah. Remember just now Hayden was telling balloon. This is what he means lah. How you expand it when this yellow thing is actually the fat. Okay, so now, okay, what do you see? Okay, what do? They carry blood away from your heart to your organs. They carry blood away from your heart, all right, not to the heart, from the heart to your organs and tissues. Okay, next, the blood they hold are usually bright red color, oxygenated blood. Okay, but exceptional to one particular vessel, that is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery don't carry oxygenated. It is an artery, but the reason why we call it artery, because they are bringing the blood away from the heart. So therefore we call it artery, but actually the rest of the arteries are oxygenated blood. Okay, they carry oxygenated, therefore you can imagine how fast the blood flow, the pressure, how high is the pressure. Arteries stretch as the blood forces through them and return to the original shape. So they can expand, like how the picture shows, they can expand, they can contract. Okay, that's why they are elastic fiber, elastic. Okay, because if it is not elastic, imagine if blood is flowing so fast, it can rupture. Rupture, you can die, if aorta ruptured. You can die immediately, right? Then when this blood is going in a high speed like that, this is where you can feel the pulse. So all the arteries, you can feel the pulse, all right? So the doctor, when they want to take your pulse, they use the artery. Artery is actually buried deep into your skin, but the certain part of your body, it actually can feel it. Blood in the artery is under pressure, dangerous to cut, as the blood will spurt out every time the heart beats. Oh, yes, it's very true. Even for injection, doctors will not choose the artery to inject the medication to you, because they go and poke, using the syringe, they poke needle, the blood can spurt in or out because the pressure is too high. So the doctor always look for veins. Okay, anyway, the location of this artery is hidden inside your body, so it's not easy to get it. maybe near your wrist, you have one, near the neck, you can see it's very close to the skin. Other than that, okay, they are buried deep inside because it's safer. Because if you fall down and then you injure yourself, you injure your artery, so the blood will be rushing out. So we don't want that. For safety precautions, so I say our body is very magical and very magical, very efficient, and it's a very intelligent machine, So they know what to do. It's a kind of a protection. It protects our internal organ. So our arteries, okay, this is what our artery is. Next, look at the vein. Okay, just now the lumen, they call the inner part is lumen, right? Just now when you saw it is smaller, but here is larger. The vein is larger. And then relatively thin wall, when you compare, is thick actually. Okay, it's thick. Vein is thick also. But when you're comparing with artery, of course, it's thinner. Okay, and then they have valve. They have valve which you cannot find in artery. They have valve. You see, the valve is like that. It's semilunar also, but they have all along the major vein. Okay. So why? What is the reason for having this? Very simple. The blood flowing slower. So the chances for it to backflow is very high. Instead of going upward, they go backward. So it's very high. So by having this valve, okay, they control that. They don't allow blood to flow two ways. So from the organ, this vein, from the organ must take to the heart. Carry blood to the heart from your organs and your tissues and your cells. They carry from there to your heart. Okay, they don't want it to come back to the organ because it's deoxygenated blood. Because the blood is low in oxygen. That means it's deoxygenated, and therefore it's deep purple red color. But of course, when you see your skin, it is not purple color. It looks like bluish, greenish color when you see, because it's immediately under your skin. If you're fairer, your skin fair, you can see clearly, the veins. Okay, it's actually a reflection. If you cut that vein, your blood still will be red, but it's dark red, dark maroonish, purplish red. Okay, no pulse. Vein got no pulse. You cannot take pulse there. Okay, because your artery is connected to aorta, Okay, and the left ventricle is pumping. Remember, left ventricle very thick wall. So that kind of strong pumping will cause the pulse along the artery, but not vein. Vein got no pulse. Okay, valves prevent the backflow of blood, and there's low pressure. The pressure is lower compared to artery, and blood is squeezed back towards the heart by the action of skeletal muscle. Okay, that is vein. Comparison. So this is a picture. You can compare both pictures just now. Small lumen, large lumen. Thinner wall, thicker wall. Okay, got valve, no valve. Okay. This is in detail comparison. Okay, comparison, because this one is very famous, and there's teachers always like to question the students based on and this concept. Okay, so therefore I emphasizing on the comparison. Okay, first comparison, direction of flow. Okay, so artery, just now as I say, carry the blood from the heart to other parts of the body. Vein carry the blood different part of the body to the heart. Okay, next, nature of the blood. Okay, artery carry oxygenated blood, except pulmonary artery. This one, vein carry deoxygenated blood, except pulmonary vein. Okay, I told you why, isn't it? Okay, next. Okay, next is flow of blood. Blood flow in high speed in arteries, high speed and high pressure. Vein, blood flow at lower speed and pressure. Next, the walls. Okay, artery walls are thick and elastic. Vein, the walls are thin and less elastic. Valve. Okay, artery, the valves are absent, and vein, the valves are present. Position in the body. Artery is deeply seated. Okay, deeply seated in your skin. Okay, vein aren't deeply situated. It's very close to the skin. In fact, you can see also, if you look at your skin, you can see. So these are the comparison between artery and vein. Third, one, blood capillaries. Okay, it forms a huge network linking the artery and vein. What is the meaning of huge network? Okay, let's see. Look, this is how the big one is artery. Okay, this is also artery. Okay, and look at the thin ones. These are all blood capillary, and this is inside your body, Okay, what they say, all the blood vessels of the human body, this adult human body, have a total length of 100,000 kilometers. Oh my God. 62,000 miles. What is the meaning of this? From Perlis to Johor is just about 800 kilometers. From Perlis to Johor. Okay, Johor Bahru. 800, about 800 kilometer. And what is the circumference of the earth? Just about 40,000 kilometers. What is this? Look, unimaginable, isn't it? Unbelievable. That's enough to go around the world, not twice, 2.5 times, I think. Right? So the size of blood vessel varies, varies. The size, you cannot say, oh, this is 1 inch size. Yes, aorta is, you can say, okay, how many? 25 millimeters, about 1 inch. That is because aorta is one of the largest blood vessel among all. Okay, and very near to the heart, yes. But then they also 8 micrometer in your capillary. Okay, micrometer, it's very, very small. Your hair is very thin. Imagine your hair inside there, blood is flowing. And this 8 micrometer is even smaller. You can't see with your eyesight also. You see, it's micrometer, right? Hair you still can see. So therefore, it's very, very tiny. Okay. So we go back. Somebody is trying to enter. Okay, let me check. No. Okay. Okay, so now what they say, it forms a huge network linking the artery and vein. Okay, so this is how it works. And this is the capillary, tiny vessel with narrow lumen. Lumen is narrow. Wall is a single cell thick. One cell, you can't see with your eyesight, one cell. You learn about cell as a basic unit before in Form 1. You can't see with your eyesight, you must use microscope. So the wall is 1 cell thick. Okay, so that is capillary. Okay, now I want to talk about the double circulatory system in mammals. Okay, because we mammals, we are a bit different than other reptile, other vertebrates, right? So I want to emphasize on this. Okay, pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. What is pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation? Pulmonary, the blood, this is your right ventricle. Right ventricle contract, the blood go to the lungs through pulmonary artery. Go to the lungs. You see, the blue color is deoxygenated blood. So inside the lungs, slowly, because of the capillary, go around your alveolus and absorb the oxygen that you have in your lungs. And then they slowly change to oxygenated blood. They come down and goes to your left atrium. So we call this a very small, way, pathway. Very small, very short pathway. So therefore, you need not have a very strong muscle to pump the blood, because the lungs and the heart is not few kilometers away. They are side by side. Okay, so it's not very far to push the blood, pump the blood and come down. So this we call it pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary is related to lungs. Lungs is a scientific name for lungs. Okay, so therefore, you see, it's a very short journey from here, heart, go out and come back to the heart. Okay, now systemic circulation is different. This is the left ventricle, which is very thick muscle. The reason why it is so thick muscle, the pumping here will push the blood to aorta and every part of your body, your leg, your head, your shoulder, your hand, your limbs, okay, and every organ inside, and then slowly pass and stop, and they deliver the oxygen, and then when the oxygen all finishes, it change into deoxygenated and use the Vena Cava. This is Vena Cava, go back to the heart. From the heart to the heart, but it's a very long journey. So this we call it systemic circulation. So this pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation, we call it double circulatory system in mammals. Okay. Now, what they say about it? One transport system carries blood from your heart to your lungs and back again. That is pulmonary circulation. The other transport system carries the blood from your heart to other organs of your body and back again. This is your systemic circulation. It makes this process makes our circulatory system very efficient. More areas of your body will receive the oxygenated blood more quickly as blood can be sent off to different part of your body at a high pressure. Okay, so this is very important information as well. Okay, now quiz time. Okay, I like to call upon Zien, Lee Zien, if he's still here. Zien, are you here? Zien? Okay, this one anybody can answer.
It's the arteries, veins, and
Capillary.
Capillary and artery and vein.
Yeah, very good.
Capillaries.
Arteries,
Cow.
veins, and capillaries. Okay, simple question. Okay, next question. What is the function of valve? Okay,
To prevent backflow of the blood.
Make sure the blood flow in one direction.
very good. To make sure the blood flow in one direction. Or you can say to prevent the backflow of blood. Very good. Where do veins carry blood from? From where to where? Anyone? Veins.
from the lungs to the heart.
From the lungs to the heart.
From the lungs to the heart.
Is that all?
And then from the heart to the organ.
From the lungs to the heart from the heart to the lungs.
No. No.
Lungs to the heart, heart to the
teacher.
body.
Mainly.
From the body part to the heart.
From body cells.
That's what I want to hear.
Your body part.
Yes. Because mainly, okay, we need the veins to bring the deoxygenated blood from where? From all the tissues, from the organs, every part of your body, the blood is finishing, the oxygen is finishing, you know. So they carry the deoxygenated blood from the organs, from your organs to your heart. This is the main job, right? Yeah, I know the pulmonary artery, pulmonary artery that you have. Pulmonary vein that you have, bring from the lungs to the heart, that's one small one. But the rest of the vein in your body, so this is the main job. The Vena Cava, all connected to Vena Cava to bring to the right atrium. So from your organs to your heart, you must make it clear. Very clear about this, very important. Does the white blood cell have nucleus?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Next. What do the capillaries link?
Veins and arteries.
Arteries and veins.
Yeah.
Arteries and veins.
Yeah, the veins and the artery, they link these two. Okay, they link these two because let's say you imagine your limbs, your hand, like your hand, or your arm. So that your arm, the whole arm, artery is bringing the blood throughout your arms. Both arms got artery from the heart, bringing. So in your hand, you're doing activity, you're doing job, all the oxygen inside your arms is being used up because energy, what? You're changing into kinetic energy, isn't it? The heat energy, whatever energy is produced, you're using it. So slowly, the oxygen in your arms is being used up. So therefore, who will bring it back? Because you cannot have artery to bring back. Artery cannot no backflow. What? So that's why the artery will break up into small, tiny blood capillaries, and slowly this blood capillary will join together and become vein and come back. Okay, so they are actually capillaries joining these two. Okay, veins and artery. Okay, next question. Which is an adaptation of red blood cell adaptation, which is an adaptation of red blood cell that lets them carry oxygen. The red blood cell.
Hemoglobin.
Correct. Hemoglobin is actually a protein, it's a pigment, but it's a kind of a protein that red blood cell has. Okay, and also no nucleus. Okay, they don't have other jobs. They only have one job. Okay, that is to carry oxygen. Done. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Any question to ask me? Anyone? Any question?
Teacher,
Yes.
for just now red blood cell, right? Doesn't the biconcave shape also help in increasing the surface area for transporting oxygen?
You see, one drop of your blood, got 5 million red blood cells, Are you aware of that or not? Who is this asking me? Dominica. Who's asking me?
Me,
Dania, is it?
not me, teacher. Darren.
Okay. So you see, okay. So now that is already a big surface area because you are talking about so many blood cell. Okay. Now the biconcave shape, yes, it increases the surface area, but remember, the one that actually makes the oxygen to go and absorb efficiently is the hemoglobin. Okay, if you have all biconcave but you don't have enough hemoglobin, it doesn't work because oxygen need to combine with hemoglobin to become oxyhemoglobin. True or not? So you let's say you don't eat enough iron in your meals. No iron. You don't eat red meat. You don't eat the green vegetable, the green dark green vegetables and all that, and then the beans and all. So when you don't take enough, then no point having so many red blood cell with so many surface area if you don't have hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is very important. Okay, so that is one of the main reason lah. Okay, why hemoglobin is needed, the adaptation that they have. Okay.
Okay, Cikgu Jaya.
Yes.
Boleh kita tamatkan kelas sebab kita nak bagi laluan pada subjek fizik untuk recording sekejap lagi. Boleh?
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, thank you. Okay, students, okay, I hope today's lesson is very clear. Okay, I don't know when my next lesson will be. I hope that you all can join my class in future. And in future, I'll be continuing the same thing. But of course, next week, I'll be focusing on the Form 5 science classes, Form 4, Form 5. But the following week, most probably, I'll do Form 3 again. So I want to do transport in plants, okay? Transport in plants, which is also equally important. So with that, okay, I would like to say thank you so much for being so attentive in my class, right? So I will stop the lesson now, okay? See you soon. Bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Yeah, you can leave the classroom. Thank you so much, students. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.